Hello there, and welcome. Well, yesterday I read to you from Carl Dennis, and I read Carl Dennis very early on in this project because I'm in love with him. I love Carl Dennis. Anyway, it didn't get any attention, none at all. I have theories about why it didn't, but I still think Carl is worth studying. He's worth examining. And so I've included the Priest of Hermes in this project. But what I really think, the way I think we can write like him and use his work as an inspiration on this particular poem is try to write about this idea of seeking guidance when facing death. There are all sorts of rites and ceremonies and philosophies centering around how we face death. And of course, it's obvious why I'm going to discuss this topic. This whole set of lessons was inspired by death. It is our mortality that's most difficult for us to face. Whether we are really aware of it or not, it impinges on us. We think about it. It's part of what keeps us safe sometimes is fear of death. And I think it's a perfectly natural thing to seek ways to approach that event with some semblance of comfort. So that's what the Priest of Hermes is doing. Carl Dennis presents us with this idea of someone who figures out, well, if I offer something specific to this God, then I'll get some sort of assistance for the worst trial of my life. And I don't think that's actually a bad instinct. I think offering to serve someone greater than yourself in order to prepare yourself for the most frightening aspect of human experience. I don't know that it's the most frightening, but it's really up there. It's way up there on the list of frightening. I think thinking about that and finding a way to deal with that is not an empty pursuit. I think it can be helpful, and I think many cultures around the world have found ways to help with that. So how can we translate this into writing? Well, you could write a story or a poem or an essay or a memoir. I think any one of those ways of writing about it can work. About seeking comfort when facing death. That idea of seeking comfort, seeking confidence, seeking peace is worthy of consideration, especially if you're over a certain age, say 30. Some of these jokes are just for me. So when my youngest brother turned 30, my oldest brother called him up, and Brian answered the phone, and Dean didn't say hello, Dean didn't say happy birthday, Dean said, "Stop squirming." Stop squirming. It's over. That's kind of dark humor, but to tell you the truth, it really cracked everybody. Well, it cracked Brian and I up a lot, more than once. Often it cracked us up. So think about this. Think about how we seek comfort when we face that final journey. We face that final challenge. And consider what would comfort you or someone you love in that moment. That's it for today. I hope you have a wonderful rest of the day, and I hope you see me soon. You gorgeous people.